For more on this, I want to bring in our friend Mark Lauder and Bobby Eberle. Thanks, guys, so much for joining me. Bobby, I'll start with you. What did you make of this invitation to Xi Jinping? Good idea? Bad idea?
Oh, I think it's a good idea. I mean, Trump has emerged or reemerged on the world stage. You know, he was quite a hit with Macron and taking jabs at Justin Trudeau lately. And so this is all just, hey, I'm the big guy on the block now, and I was before, I am again. Come on out and let's get together. So he's going to continue his tough foreign policy toward places like China. But I like the invitation. I think it sends a very Trumpian message.
Do you think that he comes, Mark?
No, I doubt that he comes. Obviously, he views the United States as an adversary, and we view them rightfully as an adversary as well. I think just extending the invitation kind of gets you the bonus points that I want to be here. I want to talk to you. I have a relationship, but I have a feeling it would probably be a little bit too much for the Chinese president to attend the inauguration of a United States president. But I think it was a great signal by the president that he's going to be tough with them. But we're going to talk. Donald Trump would always rather talk with our adversaries than just lob, shots at them, whether that be verbally or obviously, in a military sense.
So this has opened up the can of worms as to who else should he possibly extend an invitation to. Fred Fleitz was on American Agenda yesterday and said he should invite Vladimir Putin. And he said that would be a good thing. Do you think that he would start to extend invitations to some other world leaders at all, Mark?
I do. It wouldn't surprise me to see, obviously, the Canadian Prime Minister, the President of Mexico, possibly some of our European leaders like the UK, France, Germany, for them to be invited as well. And I think some of them might actually attend because they want to have a positive relationship with President Trump, with the United States. They know they're going to have some difficult negotiations, whether it comes to funding of NATO or trade policy, where the president's not necessarily going to drive an easy bargain for them, but they're going to want to get off on the good foot. I don't think an adversary like Russia, China, or others would accept that invitation.
So 38 days to go until inauguration. Until then, President Biden is still our president, and he has been handing out pardons like Skittles. 1,500 in one day. That's the most in modern history. Bobby, do you think we continue to see more and more of these pardons?
Yeah, unfortunately, I do. And I've gotten a chance to look through some of these people that he pardoned. They tried to make a big deal that these were mostly nonviolent offenders or people who would be out since the laws and the perceptions have changed. But there's some pretty bad people that have been in there. Massive embezzling, child pornography. The list goes on and on. And what I fear is that in the closing days, he's going to focus on his family and inner circle and preemptive pardons to cover up the whole Biden corruption crime family and people maybe associated with January 6th hearings and others to really stifle Trump from investigating, which is one of the mandates that the American people want. They want to clean out government. They want to clean out that corruption, not just government efficiency with DOJ, but the weaponization of the DOJ. And if this is stifled, that's really a bad thing, but I think that's what's coming.
Yeah, Mark, and as you can imagine, some are not too pleased with the people that he's chosen to pardon. This one caught me off guard, though. So The Hill with this article saying black women lead criticism against Biden over pardons. Listen to this. This one woman, an activist, Angela Rye, says, when you consider the many ways in which black women, black people carried him across the finish line, risked their very lives with the pandemic and George Floyd's horrible, tragic murder, he owes black people their freedom because people trusted that he would deliver. She went on to say, basically, black people got him elected in 2020. So now it's his duty to pardon all of them. Now it's about race.
Yeah, it doesn't surprise me. I mean, obviously, they have been playing the race card, the gender card, diversity, politics, ideology all of that is what really matters to them. I mean, he picked his vice president because, she checked certain boxes and said he was going to do so. So it wouldn't surprise me that they think this way. I would hope that Joe Biden would actually look at these things on a case-by-case basis and not give just blanket clemency, blanket pardons based on someone's census form, and that he would actually look to do it on who actually deserves to be let out or have their sentences commuted. But like Bobby mentioned, I have a feeling the family comes next.
Yeah, I would not be surprised at all. And Bobby, as we've been talking about yesterday and today, and I know you're just joining us at this hour, that of course Donald Trump named the Person of the Year for Time Magazine. So that included him sitting down with Time Magazine and giving an interview. And they asked him, what do you think went wrong with Kamala Harris? Why don't you think that she was able to win? And he said, it's very simple. She didn't do enough interviews. And he said, with talking with a lot of people, they were telling him, is there something wrong with her? Can she not answer questions? Why isn't she doing interviews? That was just so glaring. We talked about it all the time, but it was just interesting that he was able to pinpoint exactly, yeah, that was the problem. That was the problem. She wasn't telling anybody about her policies, and she tried to win a presidency on, say it with me, personality and joy, not over policy. And it clearly didn't work. But Bobby, do you think the Democrat Party hears this? Do you think they know what went wrong? And do you think they're willing to change moving forward into 2028?
Well, unfortunately, I think that's a lot for them to digest. But if they want to win, if they truly want to be a player in this game of politics, they have to connect with their voters. I mean, this is the party that went out there and said, we're the party of the working class, the middle class, the average Joe. And that is the constituency that completely left them, because that constituency knows that the Democrats have become the party of the ruling elite, the powerful, the left wing, the fringe. And that is not something that most Americans relate to. And I think during the summer, when she was kind of installed, they thought they could run a basement strategy and just keep quiet and say, this is our Democrat, this is our nominee, doesn't matter who it is, happens to be Kamala, just vote for her. But you got to connect with the people. You got to connect with the American people. And she was forced to come out, and that was the failure. Not that she avoided interviews, but when she was thrust into them, they showed how badly she performs and how badly she can't connect with the American people. That was her downfall.
Absolutely. Bobby, Mark, it's been fun. Thank you guys so much. Appreciate it.
See you soon.
Thanks, and congratulations, Mark, and to both of you for Monday.
Oh,
absolutely.
Thank you. Look forward to it.
We're excited. Thanks so much, Bobby. Thanks, Mark.
All right, friends, thanks again for tuning in. I really appreciate it. And before you go, please hit that subscribe button above. Once you do, tell your friends, share it, spread the word about the 13-minute news hour so we can keep growing. And for more great content, check out these videos right here, and I'll see you next time.